up there. Yes, that snow that's on the sunroof. We back in the Minnesota, so y'all already know how that go, man. Y'all know how that go. But again, just wanted to tap in with y'all real quick, man. Talk some basketball with y'all, and I'm gonna get about the way. Let's talk about a few things, man. Talk about a few things. So I'm gonna go first though with my Lakers, man. We're looking good. Only thing I'm worried about, to be honest with y'all, man, is I'm seeing Luka going down with these little nagging type of injuries that's popping up. AR-15, Austin Reaves is doing his thing, man. He out there balling right now, and this could be a one or two thing. I know he just signed a new deal or renewing up with the Lakers. Was good with it, Josh Sanders, salute to you, bro. On the road, man. So I won't be able to see everybody that's in the chat. So, but yeah, man. So we looking good. We looking real good right now. The thing I was saying, AR-15 looking nice. Now this could be a two-way type of thing. A lot of people might say I'm tripping when I say this, but this could be a factor that the Lakers is featuring AR-15 a lot more, or showing what he can do, and using him as a potential trading opportunity in the future. A lot of people looking for somebody like that. That's a guard. What's good with the opulent? Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you coming through. A lot of people looking at Austin Reaves right now, putting up these 40 and 50-point games and knocking down clutch buckets, coming in, hitting clutch shots, whether it be game time or game-winning shots, making, multiple players on both ends of the court, things like that. That a lot of people are going to look at it, man. They're going to be like, hey, I'll trade for somebody like that. What value can he bring to my team and things of that sort? You know what I mean? Now, the interesting thing about it is that a lot of people thought the same thing about Alex Caruso. That's why Oklahoma City, Chicago, I believe, chasing the bag. The Lakers didn't want to make that same mistake, so they offered to pay Austin Reaves, so they paid him. But a lot of people now is going to be trying to, put the Lakers in a tough situation or a tough spot where they're going to offer him a bag where it's going to be hard for him to refuse it. You know what I mean? So it's going to be up to AR-15, man, if he getting treated right, if he feel like he being treated right in LA, if the Lakers is offering him enough money to want to stay and things of that sort. But there's going to be a team out there that's going to throw the bag anywhere. He's not going to be able to refuse it. You know what I mean? Again, a prime example, Alex Caruso. He could have stayed with the Lakers. They undervalued him, didn't truly value him, and we saw him leave and go to Chicago and obviously Oklahoma City Thunder, and one of the contributing factors to them to winning the championship last year. So you're going to see that same scenario pop up within a year or two when it comes to Austin Reaves. But again, he's balling out of control right now. With LeBron James, man, hey, let's be honest, y'all. A lot of people are going to say this, and they're going to say, hey, why are you tripping? Again, man, it's my unbiased opinion. I love to hear anybody else's take on it, but right now, man, LeBron, they had him rush back. It just the other game the other night, not the Raptors game where he went like 4-17 for shooting, but obviously we saw he made the right play, the game time play at the end, things like that. So we saw how that played out. Rory knocked down the shot. He made the right basketball play, which he's been doing his entire NBA career. And then at times when people scream for LeBron to be selfish, and he did it, they were saying, why didn't he make the right play if he missed the shot? Albeit that, again, the caveat to it all is what? The fact that LeBron James has the most game time or go-ahead game-winning shots. Obviously, when you play 23 plus years in the NBA, that's going to happen. The records are going to come with longevity. But the thing is, with him, it's LeBron can never win. No matter how it's put, no matter how it's done, he can never win. He can never do right, even when he's doing right. And to some people, he can't do wrong, even when he's doing wrong. It all depends on the spectrum of how, where you land on the LeBron, either the LeBron train or the LeBron hate train. You know what I mean? It's completely up to you. But for me, I appreciate what he's brought to the game and things of that nature. I'm not a LeBron hater. I'm not the biggest LeBron fan, but I'm not a LeBron hater. So I get that man is just doing his absolute respect. Now, the thing is, I feel like they shouldn't have rushed him back. There was no reason to. We're sitting, second in the West. I can't remember the record. Again, I'm driving, so I just wanted to hop on and talk to y'all. But at the same time, bro, we're sitting second in the West, right? We about 10 or 11 games above 500, if not more. So y'all can correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. But at the same time, what was the point in rushing him back to bring him back to a situation where you can either re-aggravate the injury, secondly, or mess up the team chemistry and how they've been playing? Again, right now, starting out with LeBron not playing, what were we seeing? We were seeing team-oriented basketball, obviously surrounded around Luka and things of that nature. What's good with it, Just Do? Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you coming through. It was centric around Luka, and again, the best way to kind of use Luka is to have the ball in his hand and it to be centric around him. Now, it was centered around Luka and Austin Reaves, and what was they doing? They was messing and gelling off of each other. You know what I mean? They can't call it the you know what I'm saying, peanut butter and jelly. They can't call it the LeBron and D Wade type thing. So we got to call it, you know, the Oops Oreo situation or something like that, man. We got to figure out a name, the Double Scoop Rice Twins. We got to give them some sort of name that matches with how they are. You know what I mean? So with that being said, we were seeing Luka and Austin Reaves absolutely gelling, absolutely meshing, and absolutely balling out of control. And for them to keep that team how they were, and again, with everyone else, Brewer, you got Hayes out there, you got, I mean, look at the resurrection of goddamn DeAndre Ayton. You got Ayton out here looking like, you know what I'm saying, he belonged in the league. Not too long ago, we was looking at DeAndre Ayton and saying, man, how the hell is he still in the league? You know what I mean? So it's a situation where Ayton is making a resurgence, and this team is playing solid. Marcus Smart, you know, obviously when he's out there and healthy, you know what you're gonna get. A 3-and-D player that's gonna draw a ton of offensive fouls, or you're gonna get a ton of eyes on him, and he's gonna draw a situation where he's gonna get that key player, whether it be a technical, foul trouble, or get their ass thrown out the game, because we know how he give it up, and we know what he be doing. He out there to be the biggest pessimist of them all. He like the Patrick Beverly on steroids type situation, man. So you know what you're getting out of Marcus Smart. But my thing is, when it comes to this, right? What's good with it, G5? What's good with it? Shadow Ben, he said, bro got that Dragon Ball Z haircut. Absolutely. You already know him, bro. What's good, RB? Salute to you. Appreciate you coming through. So it's a thing, right, where you know what you're getting out of all these players, but as soon as LeBron back, bro, I don't know how many people saw this or what have you, but they literally, I kid you not, it was like everybody took their foot off the gas. Everybody went back to being comfortable with hoping that LeBron, being 206 years old, that he was going to be the player on the team where it's like, oh, man, we got to rely on LeBron. LeBron's going to do this. LeBron's going to do that. We don't have to do this. We don't have to do that. And it's like, nah, bro, like, continue to play how you're playing, being aggressive, team-oriented basketball, and doing what you're doing at the best of your capability. Don't take your foot off the gas because LeBron then came back. So now everybody all of a sudden want to forget that they were just playing with a ton of confidence, or they wasn't able to do these type of things. That's what they started doing. And I'm like, bro, like, can you please explain to me why that is the normal thing with this team every single time? Every single time, that's what they want to do, is literally take their foot off the gas, go back to not playing how they're supposed to be playing, and then looking around, you know what I mean, like confused at like, oh, why can't LeBron come in and give us, you know what I'm saying, what 27, 8, 9, or like some absurd, almost near triple-double every game. Bro, LeBron is 200 years old. Get that to go ahead. He needs y'all to carry him right now, so then that way when it gets to, whether it be the you know, playoffs or a deep playoff push, he can start churning that old wheel of getting the things going. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's what they should be doing, but they don't. They automatically just, let's fall back behind. Let's go ahead and take the back seat again. Nah, bro. LeBron is trying his best to sit in the, I got 3 rows in my Yukon. He trying his best to sit all the way towards the back. He want to sit in the trunk at this point. And then when it's time to do it, he either want to take control of the wheel or he want to ride shotgun. That's what he want. And when he's out there with Luka, that's what he's getting. Luka's like, nah, bro, this is my team. It is very clear when Luka and LeBron is on the court who has more eyes on it, who demands more. Like, it's Luka. Obviously, with Luka being 1,000 years younger and stuff like that, that's what they're gonna say. But when LeBron is out there, he gotta do the same, bro. Like, AR gotta be aggressive as usual. Rui gotta be aggressive. DeAndre Ayton, him and aggressive, they don't fit in the same sentence, bro. Like, like they not him. DeAndre Ayton and being aggressive is not in the same realm at all, bro. They're like two different universes and things like that. So it's like, I'm not like DeAndre Ayton. Just be DeAndre Ayton. Be a big out there that's being active. Just do that for me. Just continue to do that, and we all good, bro. I ain't gonna say nothing about you. But everybody else, bro, I need y'all. I need the others to step up, because the more you build that chemistry, the more you build that factor of your confidence, the deeper into the season and go, you're gonna roll into the playoffs with a whole different swag to you, and that's gonna absolutely contribute to giving us the opportunity to win a championship. If we do a situation, bro, like what we seeing, and everybody wanting to fall back into the backseat and letting LeBron do it, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna get swept again, or we're gonna be first round exit. We're gonna be up out of there one way or another. So we gotta figure a way to absolutely keep our foot, keep it to the, you know what I'm saying, push it to the floor, keep it there. Don't let up. Don't let up. Don't let up. You letting up is putting the team at risk further down the line. I can say that much. But again, that's just my take, man. I feel like, again, with LeBron, like, don't rush him back. Don't rush him and put him in situations. And people are saying, again, like, oh, you worried about him being hurt or anything like that. No, I don't want the team chemistry to be messed up by them wanting to, again, fall back into their old habits of not wanting to do what they need to do. Plain and simple. G5 said they concede to him like they not balling. Yep. Josh Sanders said, I feel Bron should just be Luka's Robin. Absolutely. Josh Sanders said, let Luka carry the heavy load. He younger and he lost weight, so the late Luka can handle it. Yeah, that's a fact. Like, and he playing a little bit more defense. That was the one knock I had on Luka, two knocks. One was, bruh, like, okay, you lost some weight. Show me you gonna shuffle them puppies. Show me you gonna play some defense. Show me you gonna be out here giving an effort where you running back at least. And he doing that so far. So I can't. So far, he let me know that he taking a little bit more serious. But the other factor of it is the one main thing this dude cannot stop doing. Leave them goddamn referees alone, bruh. Stop crying to the referees. Leave the refs alone. Let the referees be the referees. You crying to them is not going to change their mind. If anything, it's going to be counterintuitive to what you're trying to do, and they're going to start swallowing that whistle even more, just to, you know what I'm saying, just to kind of aggravate you or potentially tee you up to get you out of there. Stop crying to the refs, bro. Focus on the game. You can only control the game, and that's it. Stop crying to the refs, man. Stop crying to the refs. It's like, that's my only thing, and I don't think that's going to ever happen. Every single time this dude go down the court, it could be the slightest little, you know what I'm saying, his arm hair got moved, and he immediately turning. Like, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, knock it off, man. Just focus on the game, bro. Focus on the game. That's my main thing. Focus on the game. I believe said Bron needs to just come off the bench. G5 said he playing more defense with the serious intent. Yeah, nah, man. Opulent one thing that man gonna never do is come off the bench, bro. That him even like allowing his jersey or interacting with the G League team was more of like I wouldn't say publicity stunt, but it wasn't something that was real, bro. He wasn't gonna suit up and play a game. He was utilizing them to be able to kind of see what speed he could go at, right? And a lot of people were like, hey, what the hell are you talking about? There is a huge difference between high school or middle school, college. Yeah, we go middle school, high school, college, G League, D League, NBA. The speed level in each one is completely different. So he wanted to jump out there with the G Leaguers and kind of see what speed he could go, while at the same time making sure that everything's turning how it needs to be. That's why he went there. Because when you hop out there at the NBA team, like, say, for example, if he went to try and go practice with his Lakers squad, the Lakers, 9 times out of 10, they're going to probably slow down everything to make sure that they're not rushing him to try and speed up or keep up with the speed, the game speed. So that's why that G League was something that even, you know, became what it was. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it would have been a situation where if he was able to go a little bit faster, probably would have went to the Lakers, had them slow down things and practice like that. But he didn't want to do that, so I don't know why they announced, you know, he's doing whatever with the G League team. That's what they decided to do. Is what it is, right? But yeah, that wasn't no real thing. He wasn't gonna suit up and play no game with them. If he came off the bench, bro, I would be shocked, absolutely shocked, just because his persona, personality, whatever you want to dub it as, however you want to put it, that's not gonna happen. Like look at it this way: when he got dunked on by Jordan Crawford at his Nike camp, bruh, They put that Nike tape or that video, they put that like under the rock, under the bottom of the ocean, like at the bottom of the sea, like the seabed. They put it under there, under a rock. Like that footage did not come out whatsoever. They did not want it out until he was just like, it's fine. You know, like how much time went by before that footage was released, and it wasn't even bad. That's the crazy part. Like they could have released it and just been like, it wasn't even like, oh, LeBron would have challenged it and he chested him and put him down. It wasn't even like that. That's the crazy part. It was like just kind of like a typical, if I remember right, it was either a putback dunk or something where like it was like LeBron went by this way and he was coming by. So it wasn't even like a meet you at the summit, I'm gonna dunk on you type of thing. But they still buried it either way. So that's my point, is it's a pride factor, bro. Like Nike was not having that. So what do you think will happen with this situation? They not gonna have it where when it come to him, the pride, he not coming off the bench. Plain and simple. No disrespect, nothing like that. He not gonna come off the bench. I would be shocked and surprised if he did. But so that's enough about my Lakers, man. So we're gonna have to wait and see with that. I guess one more thing, because people was hitting me up like, bro, did you see? You know what I'm saying about LeBron with that? His streak got broken. He didn't reach 1,300 games. It was like 1,297 or something like that. He was just shy of 1,300 games of scoring double-digit points. Who the hell cares, bro? Like, you got some players that's done played in the league that average single-digit scoring for their entire career, right? Their entire career. It's one game this dude don't go scoring 10 points, and you got people out here, the record is broken. Like, come on, bro. Like, I understand right now the NBA is doing something a little bit different where it's like any and all coverage of any kind of thing, they kind of pushing a lot of it out there. But it's like, come on, man. Like, that's just something that's just, all right, cool. Like, he didn't score 10 points. He didn't score in double digits this game. It's another game. He made the game. He made the right play, which resulted in their team, the Lakers getting a dub. He made the right play, which a lot of players or a lot of people always preach and harp on and saying, make the right basketball play. Obviously, you got the Kobe's, the Jordans, and other players where it's like, no, I need the ball, I need the last shot, I want it all on me. Cool. I can respect that as well. It's not something where I look at it and I draw the line and it make me feel one way or another, right? For me, it's like, hey, the best player chooses to take everything in his hands and get the shot off and live or die by his shot, cool. If you do what LeBron does, having the option to live or die by the shot or make the right basketball play, cool. I ain't never knocked him for that. Never knocked LeBron for that at all. But this not scoring 10 points thing, come on, man. Like, NBA, there's other stories you could be like covering or other things you could be putting out there. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I was like, when somebody hit me up about it, I was like, bro, like, I'm not making no damn video talking about him not scoring 10 points in the game. Not doing it. Now, the fact that I went live and I just wanted to chop it up with y'all, like, it just popped in my mind, so cool. I'll address it then. But otherwise, like, nobody care about that. Like, not one bit, bro. Only thing is, right now, we're seeing a lot of good basketball being played. Unfortunately, we're seeing injuries kind of, Giannis going down with a strained calf. They better sit Giannis out a little bit longer than they should, because he strained the right calf, yes. But when you strain that calf and you start you rush back and you're doing other things, guess what's going to happen? That's going to trickle right on down to that Achilles. And if that pop, hey, man, you might as well kiss the Buck season. Kiss them goodbye, bro. If that Achilles pop, kiss it goodbye, because they already, it's gonna be a dogfight for them to make it out of the East. But they ain't no way in hell the Bucks is gonna make it out the East without Giannis. So for the Milwaukee Bucks, if anybody on that organization is listening, do not rush him back. Don't rush him back. Take your sweet time with him coming back. If you rush him back and something happened to that Achilles, yeah, he out of there. I mean, it's already, they was talking about his agent was talking with the team about his future with the team. Let's be honest, bro. Giannis won out of Milwaukee. It's a small market. He got them a championship. He done gave them his heart and soul. Same a la Kevin Garnett with the Timberwolves. But at the end of the day, dude don't want to keep playing losing basketball, bro. He looking at his team right now as constructed. And I know he looking at them like, man, I can't win them with this. Like, At the back of his mind, heart of hearts, I know Giannis is saying this, but he won't say it. And anybody that's a non-Milwaukee fan and anybody that is a realistic Milwaukee fan probably looking at it saying like, yeah, bro, we need Giannis need another piece. Kuzma not it. Miles Turner definitely not it. Like, yeah, I like Bobby Portis. Don't get me wrong. I like Bobby Portis, but outside of that, bro, it's like this team is not it from a factor of being a threat to really winning the championship. You know what I mean? Josh Shannon said, "Don't be bringing you no kid story." He said, "Tell him you grown." Hey, I'm telling you, bro. Like the way and the thing, right? So yeah, I think Giannis is getting out of Milwaukee. That's my personal opinion. You're hearing it here first. I mean, you probably done heard other places of people that said, "Nah, bro, like Giannis is gone." I think Giannis is gone. He want to be somewhere where he got an opportunity to compete for a championship every single year. It's hard to say which team can give you that type. Steph, I would say the Warriors, just because you got Steph and Draymond on that team. But realistically, bro, if he want a team where for years on end with the youth and things of that nature, the Knicks would be the team. If they don't have to give up Cat, if they don't have to give up Mikal Bridges, if they don't have to give up Josh Hart, if they don't have to give up Jalen Brunson, like that team is a team he could go to. And for multiple years, bro, they could be an absolute threat coming out of the East. Why do I say that? Cat is a big that gives him the same as every other big he's had in the past. Outside of the fact that he actually can go and score on his own. Every other big that Giannis has had, they didn't have that capability. Miles Turner is like he's just became more of a spot up big that wants to shoot. Like he's looking like more of like a small forward out there more than anything. Cat, he can give you inside scoring. Obviously, we know he's a hell of a 3-point shooter. That man, he competed in the 3-point contest, even though he got a set shot jumper. But anyway, we know he can shoot the ball. He can attack the rim. He can give you the mid range. He can give you passes. Defense is kind of rebounding good, but at the same time, he gives you everything else. You can pass the ball to him, and he can get you a bucket. Giannis hasn't had that in the big. But for the Knicks, man, for them to pull off a Giannis trade, I think they probably would have to give up a Mikal or a potential Cat. They would have to give up another, like, otherwise if Milwaukee, if the Knicks somehow fleeced Milwaukee and they got Giannis and they didn't have to give up any of those major names and even OG Anunoby, actually they probably, I think they would either give up OG or they would give up Josh Hart with other kind of more solid bench players, but I don't think they would give up both of them for Giannis, just because OG Anunoby, hell of a player. Like if I had an option to pick up OG Anunoby, I would absolutely do it, just because OG again gives you both sides of the ball, but also on the defensive end he's a dog, and he's not scared. He not afraid of the moment. But hell, Giannis give you both of them things as well. So it's like if Giannis leave, he going to the Knicks, and if the Knicks can fleece the Bucks to get, bruh, the Knicks would be an overwhelming favorite to not only come out of the East, but to win it all. If you look at the East, you got some squads over there that's doing some nice work and things like that, but Philly is a non-threat. Joel Embiid he either got 600-year-old knees or he got a infant knee. You take your pick, whatever you want to say about Joel Embiid. He looked like a shell of himself. He looked like he want to be out of Philly, if I'm going to be honest with y'all. But if you looking at, let's say who else we talking about, man? Who else in the East is more of a team where it's like, bro, like the Indiana Pacers, I would say without Tyrese Halliburton, they not the same. Who else? The Chicago Bulls, I don't have much, no disrespect to them. I don't really see them a team that's coming out of the East. The Cavaliers don't look the same either. I don't really see them coming out of the East. They look like they're trying to catch their stride, but at the same time, it still just don't look the same. So it's like the East is a little bit more wide open than a lot of people think it is. The West, man, I mean, OKC obviously is looking to be head and shoulders above everybody else. You gotta give them their respect. They're the defending champs, right? But I hate to say this because a lot of people are gonna be like, man, don't jinx this team. Injuries are a part of the game, and we've seen teams start off, but one injury can change the whole makeup of a team. I don't wish it upon OKC or nothing like that. I want every team to be as healthy as they possibly can going into the NBA Finals. I'll say that. But for them, they looking good. They looking like they got the potential to go to potentially either repeat or at least make a deep playoff push. But the thing is, it's all about matchups as well. That team is you can pick that team apart. It's just you gotta have the right personnel and things of that nature. But the West, hey man, you see what the West is, bro. I think the West is gonna win it again this year, bro. Like I don't foresee the East winning a championship for at least like man. I'm trying to think how to say this, bro. I don't see the East winning a championship for at least like the next 5 years at least, bro. Josh Ennis said Giannis to the Knicks is kind of scary when you look at it from a basketball point. I'm telling you, bro, if Giannis goes to the Knicks, it changes my whole opinion on the East not winning a championship in the next 5 years. They would absolutely, if not be favored immediately to win it this year. If not this year, next year for sure. Because, yeah, bro, Giannis to the Knicks and them not having to give up any big marquee names. Wow, absolutely wow, bro. Opulent said I need them Wolves to pull off a magician shit and get the ring finally. Hey, good luck with that, bro. Good luck with that. The Wolves, man. How do I say this, man? I think the Wolves, when they had the chance, there was a couple of pickup out there that they could have picked up that would have made them absolute serious contenders at winning a chip, bro. Absolute serious. Josh Ennis said Ant need another big man because Rudy Gobert ain't it. Yeah, bro. Nah, hell no, he ain't. Rudy gonna give you what Rudy give you. Rebounds, potential blocks, and a body that's going to be switched onto when the game is on the line. His ass is going to get cooked every time. I repeat, every time. He going to get cooked every time. Every time the game is on the line, Rudy is an absolute liability, bro. Absolute liability. And Julius Randle, I respect Julius Randle, man. Like that dude is a dog too, but for me, I'm not 100% or 1,000% sold on JR like that, but at the same time, in a certain role capacity, he can give you absolute buckets and win some games for you. So he's cool to stay on the team, but it's like outside of Ant and Julius Randle, bro, like Conley, an old savvy vet, he gonna give you veteran leadership from the bench. They was hoping that McDaniels would be stepping up a little bit more, doing more by now. But it's just not coming to fruition, bro. Like, when they had the opportunity to snatch KD, they should have did it. Even though KD said, hell no, I don't want to come play for the Wolves. And I can imagine, y'all see the snow on my sunroof, bro. Like, there's ice up there. Yeah, I should pick up the phone and show y'all all this damn snow that's over. Man, it snowed and it's snowing again. And it's like, it says 17 degrees right now, but it's supposed to be like negative something at night. And then this week, it's supposed, like, I think this weekend it's supposed to be like 10 during the day and negative 10 at night. So, but yeah, man, like I think the Wolves should have snatched KD when they had the opportunity and chance to do it. A lot of people say you tripping, bro. KD is a hooper. He not gonna go to a team and give you 50%. If KD is healthy to play, he gonna go out there and compete. And I absolutely believe they could have changed his mind and got him to stay in Minnesota if he would have came here. Just because he obviously spent, you know what I'm saying, the summer on Team USA with Anthony Edwards. So he knows what he's getting out of Anthony Edwards. And Rudy Gobert, he got a big that he knows KD ain't got to be the big. Julius Randle, you know what you're going to get out of him. So it would have been an ideal spot for him to go to, and he'd have been able to ball out of control. Now, we see what he's doing in Houston. The Rockets is looking legit. They balling. They having fun. That's what we're seeing. They running and gunning type of thing. If KD would have came to the Timberwolves, they would have had the option to run and gun. They would have had the option to slow it down to a half-court offense. They would have had multiple different facets of basketball they could have played. But I think KD was like, nah, bro, I am not going there no win. Hell no. But he went to Brooklyn. So that's the thing that killed me, bro. You went to Brooklyn And I don't know if y'all was attempting to resurrect the Brooklyn Nets, but at the same time, Brooklyn just as cold, if not colder, than Minnesota is from a weather standpoint. You know, when it's worse. I digress. Anyway, for him, I think it would have been a more ideal spot for him to go to the Timberwolves personally. But he went to the Rockets. It is what it is, right? But Timberwolves, yeah, I think they need one. They need one more, man. Because Anthony Edwards now is kind of having a little nagging injuries. We've seen injuries all across the league as a what seems like to be an all-time high, to be honest with y'all. Josh Sanders said, I got to be real. I love basketball like boxing. I know my ish. Yeah, Josh said, hey, he always here when we talking to basketball, bro. But like I said, man, this NBA thing, like, it's been a minute. I ain't popped no videos up. Been busy handling business, taking care of the family, being up out the way. But then I miss, you know what I'm saying, being able to talk about basketball. I miss being able to chop it up with y'all and things of that nature. What's good with Bullet Gibson? He said, damn, my boy finally went live and I caught it. Salute, family. What's good with you, Bullet Gibson? Yeah, it's been a minute, bro. I've been popping videos out every now and then, busy with the fam, bro. 4-year-old, 3-year-old, 1-year-old, moved back to Minnesota from California. So it's like, been busy, man. Handling business and doing, hey, I've been out the way. Just know, if I'm out the way, that's progress. I can say that much. Even when I'm making videos, still progress is being made. But when I'm out the way, that's total focus on what need to be handled, man. But yeah, so NBA is you know, you seeing right now viewership is back up. Why? Because you're seeing a lot of competition happening and taking place. So that's what viewership is happening. But NBA right now, bro, again, y'all hearing about the fact that they looking to extend it and make it to like a cross platform from NBA to EuroLeague or something like that. Hell, you see they testing it out a little bit with NBA All-Star Weekend and things like that. Bro, I offered, well, I didn't really offer. I suggested if they wanted an opinion where the pulse of basketball of that's gonna give them some realness on saying, hey, hit my line, hit my live stream. However you gotta get a hold of A1, hit me up, man. I got some ideas in mind that's gonna increase viewership. That's gonna increase people wanting to go to games. Hey, telling you, bro, y'all keep playing around with this, testing things out in live formation with your fan base and stuff like that. People gonna be up out of the way. It's a ton of sports now where people can turn off NBA and go watch NFL, turn off NBA, go watch MLB, NHL, UFC, MMA, boxing, backyard boxing, you know what I'm saying? Bum fights. Like, there's a lot right now, a lot of different types of lanes of entertainment that can easily be shifted, bro. And if if they keep playing around, people gonna go back to watching college ball more than they did NBA. Because, I mean, you look at these players right now, whether it be coming out of high school or in college, bro, a lot of these players, man, the league is in good hands from a longevity standpoint. But from a fan base standpoint, people gonna say, man, why would I watch this NBA? Why would I watch this game when I got a college basketball game that's gonna be better? Because we know there's gonna be competition all throughout the game, right? So NBA, hey, hit my line. I can tell you that much. But yeah, man, these young players, man, you seeing, and speaking of young players, you seeing players in like middle schoolers that's doing East Bay funks. You seeing college players in game between the leg dunks and 360 windmills and all type of like wild business, man. It's like, bro, they getting more and more athletic every single year, because obviously more and more, either it be former athletes, D1 or professional athletes, they're introducing their kids to professional level programming at a younger age, showing them workouts that's going to be able to do things for them to kind of help that 30-inch vert be a 40-some inch vertical while you're still in high school. You know what I mean? And then when you go to college or NBA, you got access to more scientifically proven machinery or supplements or workouts, whatever the case, whatever you want to dub it as, that's going to literally be able to increase their agility or verts and things like that. So you're seeing more and more players coming into the league with damn near 50-inch vertical. You're seeing players that, you know, that's out here shooting similar to Steph, like meaning range-wise. Even Steph said it himself. If you want to study somebody from a form standpoint, from the ground up, copy Klay Thompson's jumper, because he got the smoothest and cleanest and most consistent jump shot out of probably anybody in the NBA right now. When you look at Klay Thompson, his form is the exact same on every single shot. Every single shot. Foundation from the leg up, it's the exact same. Even Steph said it himself, who a lot of people is saying greatest shooter of all time. A lot of people saying it. I mean, it's hard as hell to argue it, because when Steph, hey man, them Steph Curry flurries is out of this world, bro. Ask France. ask France how they feel about them Steph Curry flurries. Ask what was it? Not Slovenia. Ask damn it, who Jokic play for? Ask his team. You know what I mean? When they was in the Olympics, some Steph Curry flurries. And obviously, you ain't gotta ask the league. Hell, they get that. They get that type of work on a regular basis. You know what I mean? And so, greatest shooter, yes. Greatest form, probably have to say Klay Thompson. But again, you can argue. It's arguable or debatable, but hell, you can't argue with the man who people say is the greatest of all time. Said it himself. Klay got the greatest form. It's consistently the same. Say Ukraine, okay, yeah, I couldn't remember who Jokic played for, but I just know that, you know what I'm saying, Steph put belt to ass on them in the Olympics. but yeah, man, so it's one of the things. The league is it's in good hands from a longevity standpoint from the player personnel that's coming up. But at the same time, the league also is in a situation where they're testing in real time with their fan base on things to try and increase viewership instead of looking at what happened or what caused the viewership to drop. Again, I'm not gonna offer them too much game, but hey, man, I said stay safe on the road. Yeah, I done made it. I had to come pick up my father-in-law. It's snowing and stuff, so he was like, hey, yeah. So pick him up real quick. I've said tons of some. Hey, man, hey, no comment on that, bro. You see how that's going right now, which is wild, absolutely wild. But hey, we living in wild times, man, and you know, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about it, man. We living in times right now where I won't say it's unprecedented times, because there done been situations or we done seen times like this before, but it just wasn't during our generation that we living in or our era right now. We done seen timestamps in history where certain groups is targeted. My group was targeted. You know what I'm saying? We done seen this in history. We done seen situations. But again, I don't do too much political talk, but at the same time, I know enough to know enough. I'll say that much. But back to the NBA, because I'm gonna get up out the way here, man, and then get back on this road and head back to the crib and go play with the babies. I say this, man. For me, in this part, a lot of people probably gonna agree with this. The league got to do something about this goddamn traveling, man. Like, and I ain't talking hop on an airplane. I'm talking about when we seeing people taking there's a difference between a Euro step and a travel. You got a gather step and then you got your two. A lot of people don't realize that. You gather and then you get your two. But we seeing people two gather steps and then Euro or then they taking a two step. Come on, man. And it's like blatant. It's like, all right, if the referees in real time can't keep up with this because the game moving too fast, do we bring in more referees to have more eyes on things, or do they think it's going to slow the game down because there's going to be more calls being made? No, of course there's going to be more calls being made, and it's going to slow down. But at the same time, guess what? It's going to clean up the game. Bullet Gibson said, "Over is creating new rules." Yeah, bro. And like they cleaning up the game is going to do better because it's going to allow for it to be what it's supposed to be, which is the highest form or best basketball supposedly in the world, right? And it's supposed to be the highest level of basketball you can be playing, which is supposed to be the NBA. But hell, what are we seeing in the NBA? We are seeing travels not being called, carries. Man, they damn near carry or travel on every single play, or every single time that ball is touched, somebody is carrying or traveling. Every single time. If you don't believe me, go watch any NBA game, any of them. Watch how the player is dribbling down the court. No matter who it is, watch how he's dribbling. 9 times out of 10, he carried. What you mean by that? If you bounce and your hand turns over, that's a carry. Your hand cannot go under. If it's on the side, you can get away with it. So if you're dribbling and you go to the side, You can't even allow it to go to the side like this. It has to be like this, because it's not allowing you to manipulate the ball like this, right? A lot of people don't realize that. Dribbling, obviously, but then as soon as your hand goes like this, every NBA player, if you watch it, when they dribbling the ball, they go just like this. Every single one. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, at this point, you just slapped me in the face. Just call the damn carry to clean up the game. Yes, you're going to have the whistle. It's going to be blown a lot more, probably for the first few games, if not half of the season, whatever. I guarantee you it'll clean it up, because it's going to make them focus on going back to the fundamentals. And a lot of people like, what you mean the fundamentals? Like, brother, it's fundamentals. When you were in middle school, high school, or college, what's happening when you doing the ball and you doing that? Carry, travel. Like, that's going to make them go back to understanding, like, bro, we getting paid millions, tens of millions, some of them hundreds of millions of dollars to play a game, and they like come on, man, let's get it back to being clean basketball where people can actually appreciate what they watching. I say that much. But it's mind blowing, bro. It's absolutely mind blowing, the stuff I be seeing with I'm watching these games from a mental standpoint. I'm like, bro, that's a carry, that's a travel, that's a foul, that's not a foul. Like, what are we doing? This flagrant for this? Like, come on, man, we getting too soft. Like, NBA, hit my line. That's all I'm gonna say to y'all. Hit my line. But yeah, man. So like I said, I just wanted to hop on, chop it up with y'all, talk a little bit of basketball with y'all, go through a little something with y'all. Appreciate everybody that came through. Try and go live more, if anything, man. If not, drop videos or go live a little bit more when I had the opportunity or time to do it. Bullet Gibson said these new step through be getting out of hand too. He said, I remember when you couldn't lift that pivot foot once you said it. They getting super crazy. I'm telling you, bro. That's why I said the euro, the step, like, bro, like even when the what do they call it, change of pace, right? When you jump going in, you do your two step. People on their second step now is like literally just and then going up. I'm like, bro, like change of pace is when you like hesitation, crossover. That's a change of pace. That's a change of speed. But when you go into the lane, you euro, and on that second step, you literally just stop and then go up. Like, that's a fucking travel, bro. Like, let's keep it a buck. That's a travel. Like, even when you euro, and if you're doing that slow as hell, you taking your sweet time. You taking steps. You're not really making it. Yeah, bro. I don't know. Some of that stuff I just be looking at like, man, I be wanting to throw my damn remote through the TV when I'm watching some of the games. I be seeing that stuff. I'm like, come on, man. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm gonna get up out the way. Just wanted to tap in with y'all real quick, talk some basketball with y'all. Go definitely try and tap in more, a little bit more, talk about a little bit more things. There's a few things I've been hit up on that I wanted to talk about and discuss. Just haven't had the chance to do it, but definitely gonna make sure to do it, man. But that's all I got for y'all. I appreciate y'all coming through. Make sure y'all hit the like button, sub to the channel if you do, man. And I'm about the way. Till next time, y'all, we out of here.